This video is sponsored by Notion. The only constant in life is change. As I was joining the tech industry right after college, that was one of the resounding pieces of advice I got from my seniors around me. And you know what? I think that being a software engineer really helped to prepare and teach me to internalize that. I like to think of it as being light on my feet, like not getting stuck in any one place or thing for too long, so that I can adapt smoothly and easily. And I think that through my adult life, I've gotten used to not just adapting to big life changes, but really embracing them too. It's one of those things though that's easier said than done. It's easy to say that we'll be ready for changes, but when it comes with discomfort, facing harsh realities, and the need to be brave, it's safe to say that change brings about challenges for us that we must rise up to. And not to mention, I have anxiety, so I'm scared of a lot of things and I'm always worried. Therapy's helped me to address it on a personal level as I move through times of change, but anxiety is definitely just very common when you're dealing with the unknown and you're feeling the undercurrent of change underneath your feet. And in software, we don't really talk about anxiety so much, and instead we focus on ambiguity as the core of this phenomenon. There's a ton of articles and videos and talks about how to mitigate and manage ambiguity in software, but I really think it just comes down to learning as much as you can about the ambiguous thing and then planning for it. So if a project itself is ambiguous, or maybe adding a new technology has ambiguity, then gathering as much information as possible to then make an informed plan on what steps to take next is one way to make everything go smoother. In fact, that's something that I even brought to my work as a content creator, because my work, if anything, is super ambiguous. Literally, the work that I do is just so different from anything I've done before, and there's no paved path in front of me, and a lot of times I can't exactly ask family or friends for career advice because my family and friends are also not YouTubers. It's just the work I do is just so different from anything I've ever done before, and there isn't a paved career path in front of me, and so I have to kind of figure out a lot of this stuff on my own as I do it. Because everyone does content differently. They create different types of videos and posts to a different type of audience in a different way that works for the creator themselves. It's still really easy to lose myself in the great mess of social media and get lost in the ambiguity. But luckily, software engineering has taught me some really valuable lessons in how to work through this. So what does that actually look like in practice? Well, it looks like ideating on video ideas with my team on what would be interesting to make and also watch on YouTube. It also means creating weekly plans for how to bring that video to life and scheduling those in the future. And then tracking the progress of those videos while gathering feedback. Reducing ambiguity through planning is something that I used in my personal life this year as well, as my husband and I embarked on a kitchen renovation on our new home. We started with what we thought we might want the end product to be with brainstorm docs, which then resulted in putting together a detailed PDF for a contractor to share with him our vision for a future kitchen. And then throughout our renovation, keeping track of our own to-dos like ordering parts and making calls to subcontractors for things like flooring and countertops. We even tracked our budget too to make sure that we were spending our money in the right places and we could keep track of our spending. All of these things, ideating, collaborating, planning, and tracking, all help me to crystallize the goals that I have in both my personal and work life to help me work through the mountain of ambiguity that exists. Because again, change is the only constant. And these days, I want change. I want to engage with the ever-changing tides of life as I embark on new challenges and learn new things. I mean, after all, it's going through these changes that are going to help us to learn some of the most valuable life lessons rather than the end result itself. Staying curious and moving through life seasons is, I think, one of the best ways to feel like you're living. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you liked it. I just want to say thank you again so much to Notion for partnering with me on this video and helping me to move through all of life's changes easily and thoughtfully. Notion is an amazing collaboration tool that helps you dream, plan, work, and build with others the way you want. Genuinely, Notion is just one of my favorite tools. It's really helped enhance everything that I need about note-taking, planning, ideating, collaborating. I actually did a Notion setup tour earlier this year, and if you haven't checked that out, I'll link it right here. And if you're interested in also inviting Notion into your life, get started for free and create a new team workspace and/or invite a team member to a Notion page using my link. Don't forget to subscribe as always, and I'll see you next time. Bye!